Is this thing working? Okay, I think it's working. I'm not for sure. You can never tell if it's working or not with this computer. We're going to do a little bit of Dear Bombshell, or How Was Your Day Bombshell. We're not going to do any more questions right now, but we're going to do How Was My Day, and then we're going to read, hopefully, the rest of The Rancher's Wedding by Diana Palmer. I got some more magazines in the mail today. I'm really excited about that, and I will hopefully get to go through them before Saturday. And if there's any good moments in the magazines that I got in the mail, I will be sure to share them with you. Um, Today was my day off, so I tried to sleep in, but that really didn't get to happen, and I stayed up incredibly late. So I had a good workout late last night, though. I will say that. Before I came back with you guys, it was a good, rewarding workout. Tomorrow, I plan to get back to the workout. There's a reason I'm not working out tonight. It's because I worked outside all day long. Whether it was going down to the railroad track and trying my best to make it look better than what it did before, I took the little, I call them side bricks, up and pulled my weeds there that I could. The bad part about it is African violets this year seem to be growing everywhere. And Grandma used to say that wildflowers like that is a way of someone saying hello from after they passed on, and her favorite color was purple. So every time I was, weed pulling today, I was like, this is Grandma saying hello, And I even told the mail girl, she's like, you got a hard job there. I said, yeah, I know. I said, but it's got to be done, because I said eventually we're going to get some flowers and plant. So we haven't done that yet, but they keep saying we're going to get more rain, more rain, more rain. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm a little sick of this rain, just saying. And I know that rain is a good thing. Thank you, Luke Bryan. But, it gets a little depressing, gets a little bit down the dumps, and we don't need it. We went outside today, Grandpa and I did. He rode the riding mower for the field, and I decided I was going to use the push mower for, of course, inside the yard, around the corners of the yard, and the little triangle area where we always decorate, which really needs redone. I would love to find somebody in landscaping who could do 3 areas of the yard. And let me tell you the 3 areas I would love to have landscape. Down by the railroad track, I would love to have it like a seashore effect. And in that little triangle area, maybe like that where the post is, make it like a lighthouse, and then put seashells and maybe even a little sand and instead of the rocks that are there. And of course then you would have the middle of it being like the little potted plant of flowers, like an island or something, something that would be cute like that. Along the side of the house, it totally needs re-rocked on the side towards the field. It needs like relayered with the plastic and then more rock down. And then at the front of the house, where the 2 barrels are, it needs redone totally. And I would love to have that done too. That's just me thinking out loud. And wishing and hoping and all that good stuff. Then today I did do, after I went along the fence back here and hand pulled weeds. That was fun. I didn't get to this side of the yard, which I'm saying that like thinking that you can see me. I'm pointing. Behind the shed and the wishing well, I didn't get to, I mowed everything, yes, but I wanted to go along the fence row a little bit more and weed, but time was of the essence. We had to get to some stores because I worked the next 2 days and I wanted to have provisions in the house. And we got the mowing done, and then after that he came in, laid down, and I went back out with a can of primer to finish up the wishing well. I call it primer. Y'all can call it what you want. And anyway, I painted the slats of the well, and even in between the slats I tried to get so it would have a little bit more depth to it. So I hope that it'll hold and make it hold for at least a couple of years, Anyway, it looks good. and I broke an ooh, y'all. You got to hear this because I told this to my mom and she couldn't get over me saying that I broke an ooh, and she couldn't even figure out what an ooh was for a couple minutes. I said, I was outside, and on my knees, going around the well, painting the slats. And my goodness, I was so angry at myself because my knee went down on the ear of the ooh. And she goes, the what? And I said, the ooh. She goes, Donna, what is making you say ooh? And I said, okay, my knee went down on the ear of the lamb. Okay, that makes better sense. I just didn't know what you were saying. I was like, going, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this conversation. So I took the ear and the little lamb, ooh, whatever you want to call it, into Grandpa, and I said, please, you're my Mr. Fix-It, fix it. And he did. He fixed it great. And then, of course, when I went back out, it gave me an opportunity to put my little red, white, and blue flag out. I have a little red, white, and blue flag stone that is now by the wishing well, and it looks great. When I get a chance, I will take pictures for you so you all can see the newly painted well with the cute little figurines. Probably won't be until the weekend, but stay tuned. And I hope that we don't get rain this weekend, but you never know. This weather is crazy. After we did that, what did we do? Well, I wanted to get down to B&D, but we reserved that for Saturday, hopefully. We did make it to Aldi's. Then I made it to Goodwill. And I'm a little angry at my Goodwill trip more than anything because I know the girl was new, but a couple of my items, and it's on me more than it is her, I remember the color of the day being purple. Well, when I got home, I was like, wait a minute, I could have got 50% off of 2 of my items because they were purple. And she charged me full price. So when next time I check out, I'm going to be like a hawk watching those prices. Just saying. Anyway, I found some good buys there today. And pretty proud of that. I had got a brand new tank top that was Coldwater Creek with a $30 price tag still on it. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then after that we went to County Market, which they were out of so many things. That made me irritated. But I got my mom a hanging basket for her Mother's Day. Part of her Mother's Day, I should say. Went and did the shopping in the store. And I love my Baby Petridge Farms crackers. And they're goldfish. Absolutely wonderful. And you can eat like 100 of them and still be, on target. I think it's 89 more like it. But anyway, they were out of those. So then I went to go get my turkey wraps that I eat for lunch when I work. By God, if they weren't out of those too. So I told Grandpa I've got enough to do me through this week. However, I'm going to make sure that we make a point to go back over there during the time that I'm off and see if they have my wraps back in. I know they're great, but could y'all leave some for me? I mean, come on, y'all. And then after that, we went to Arby's and came home. And I of course, watched, after I did more laundry and more housework, which that was, as soon as I woke up today, I was like, okay, I talked to my mom, and we were not really deciding whether or not we were going to go outside and mow, but because, I've heard different conflicting weather reports. I heard we're going to get rain on Saturday. I heard we weren't going to get rain on Saturday. But I knew that, I mowed and he mowed last. And I said, well, that last time we mowed was Saturday, so technically, it's due. So it is done. I don't know if it's going to mow on Saturday or we're going to mow again on Saturday or not, but it's done for right now. So then at that point, I was telling her, okay, I've got the dust mop. I'm going around the house dust mopping, and I did. And, we were talking about the events of the day, which shockingly enough, the day he doesn't get the paper, that's fine. But the day that he does get the paper, we were going to share with him some news. And before we could share the news with him, he read it in the paper. And he was disappointed that we all didn't tell him. And I'm like, Okay, Grandpa, I'm so sorry. We should have told you, but we just were trying to protect you because here was my thing. He was wanting to go downstairs to get a screw to go in the wall to climb a ladder to put a clock up the next day. So I didn't want to, tell him any news that would disrupt or, get him upset. So I thought, well, let's just save that um, for the next day. And of course, he read the paper and it was in the paper. So anyway, um, he still has not got a stimulus check. We, did write those letters to the IRS in Texas. Hopefully, we'll get some good results. Um, that's pretty much all I have to share with you today. I know y'all are going, that's not much, but that's the way it is. Um, since I mowed so much, I am taking the night off of the workout tonight. However, I don't know if it's that much of a night off, I'll say that, because guess what I'm going to do when we get done here? I've talked myself into it. Now we'll see if I do it or not. I'm going to go downstairs, hopefully, and get the bike down off of being on the... I remember, I'm the one that lifted the bike onto Grandpa's toolbox downstairs. But I'm at the point... I don't look for us to get a flooding... Now watch this tomorrow. I'm going to jinx us all. A flooding rain again for a while. And I did not put out the gazing ball. Somebody asked in the inbox, did I put the gazing ball back out yet with the other solar item? And I said, not yet. For some reason, something is telling me to leave it in the garage until Mother's Day, and then maybe I'll get it put out. We haven't got my tomatoes yet. We haven't got my marigolds or the flowers yet. Hopefully that will be coming to do. Definitely, we've got that to do. So I'm anxious for that. But that's all I have to share with you at this time. Not much, but I love you all dearly. You know this. So stay tuned. God bless each and every one of you. And we're going to read a little bit of the book next.